9 revealing signs you're dealing with a perfectionist. From a young age, we are conditioned to believe that practice makes perfect. But is perfection really something to strive for? The truth is, perfection is an illusion. Flawlessness is subjective and depends on individual perception. Yet, some people still set this as their goal, often to their detriment. Perfectionism can wreak havoc on one's mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. In this article, we'll explore 9 revealing signs you're dealing with a perfectionist and how these traits can impact their daily life. 1. Their standards are ridiculously high. A perfectionist is constantly setting the bar at impossible heights. Striving for excellence is admirable, but perfectionists are often unrealistic in their expectations. They set unattainable goals, which ultimately leads to frustration, failure, and disappointment. It's a vicious cycle. Perfectionists fear failure so much that they believe if they can't be perfect, they are a failure. This applies not only to themselves, but also to others. A perfectionist may impose their rigid standards on those around them, friends, family, and co-workers, expecting them to meet the same lofty ideals. 2. They focus on the outcome, not the effort. Perfectionists are results-oriented. The end product is the only thing that matters to them. As a result, they often miss the joy and learning that comes from the process. They're driven by fear, not by a love of the work. Mistakes aren't seen as opportunities for growth, but as catastrophic failures. This narrow focus on the outcome prevents perfectionists from enjoying the journey or embracing the lessons that come with trying and failing. 3. They are overcritical. Perfectionists tend to be their own worst critics. They overanalyze their every move, obsessing over details that most people wouldn't even notice. Even when they achieve perfection in the eyes of others, they can't accept it. For example, if a perfectionist wins first prize at a competition, they may still criticize themselves for a minor misstep during their performance. They are rarely satisfied with their work, always believing they could have done better. This constant self-criticism can extend to others as well, creating tension in relationships. 4. They struggle to take constructive criticism. Perfectionists often can't handle constructive criticism. They're quick to defend themselves and dismiss feedback, believing it's a personal attack. While they are masters at criticizing themselves, they struggle to accept that others might see areas for improvement. This defensiveness can alienate friends, family, and co-workers who are trying to help. Unfortunately, by rejecting constructive feedback, perfectionists miss opportunities to grow and improve. Ironically, this only keeps them further from achieving their ideal of perfection. 5. They are control freaks. A perfectionist's high standards often make them believe they are the only ones capable of doing things correctly. They struggle to delegate tasks because they fear others won't meet their expectations. Whether it's at work or home, they often take on more than they can handle. If they must delegate, they tend to micromanage, giving overly detailed instructions and still worrying about the task while they're away. This need for control can also lead to frustration when working in teams, as perfectionists often believe their colleagues don't care as much about the work as they do. 6. They are always comparing themselves to others. Despite their outward perfectionism, many perfectionists have low self-esteem. They're constantly comparing themselves to others and never feel they measure up. This constant comparison is a hallmark of perfectionism. They believe they should be better, smarter, more successful, and it's never enough. This negative self-assessment leads to feelings of inadequacy and isolation. Their critical nature and controlling behavior often push away the people closest to them, which only compounds their feelings of failure. 7. They are overthinkers. Overthinking is another key sign of perfectionism. Perfectionists are paralyzed by the fear of making a mistake, so they spend excessive time considering every possible outcome of a situation. They need to ensure they make the perfect decision, which often leads to indecision and procrastination. Unfortunately, this behavior leads to missed opportunities and delayed actions, further preventing them from reaching their goals. The paradox is that by overthinking, they often end up making things worse. 8. They can't let go. Once a perfectionist commits to a task or decision, they can't simply move on if it doesn't go as planned. They often ruminate over mistakes, replaying them over and over in their minds. This mental replay doesn't lead to growth. It simply reinforces their fear of failure. Even if friends or family offer reassurance, perfectionists dismiss it, feeling that their standards are too high for others to understand. This inability to let go prevents them from learning and growing from their experiences. 9. They struggle with stress and anxiety. The constant fear of failure, the need for control, the inability to take feedback, all these traits lead to high levels of stress and anxiety. Perfectionists often feel like they are on a never-ending treadmill of expectations, and the pressure can become overwhelming. This anxiety can manifest in various ways, from burnout at work to strained relationships at home. In extreme cases, perfectionism can contribute to anxiety disorders, depression, and even eating disorders. The overwhelming need to be perfect can destroy one's mental and emotional well-being. Conclusion: perfectionism is more than just striving to do well. It's a mindset that can hold you back and prevent you from enjoying life. If you recognize these traits in yourself or someone you know, it may be time to reevaluate the value of perfection. The truth is, perfection is a moving target, and it's often far more fulfilling to focus on progress rather than an unattainable ideal. Embracing imperfection, learning from mistakes, and allowing yourself to grow are key steps in leading a happier, more balanced life. If you're dealing with a perfectionist, understanding these traits can help you navigate your relationship with them more effectively, fostering better communication and less stress. Let go of the idea that everything needs to be flawless. Life is messy, and that's what makes it beautiful. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comment section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.